You're watching Amagosi for live. Bloem Celtic 3, Kaizer Chiefs 1. It's another defeat for the Amagosi and another kind of speed bump in our road towards the league title. Another disappointing, actually dismal performance, I thought, from my perspective. I thought it was absolutely dismal. I've got Hunter here with me, one of our big super fans. My brother, what did you think of the game today?
I have to agree with Ivan here. The game was really one-sided, and it was one-sided right from the first whistle, to the point where I wasn't really surprised that we were going to see such a result that we've seen tonight. Because if you have a look at Celtic in the past two games, when they played against SuperSport and when they played against Baraka in the semi-final, they've actually shown that, you know, it is actually no fluke that they're actually in the final of the Nedbank Cup. Because these guys, they play street football. And in one of my videos, one of my previews, in which I actually did earlier on, I did mention to the public that Celtic are street ballers of note. And that's exactly what they love moving the ball around. They love playing with intent. They love knocking the ball around. They love attacking. And I also hinted that these guys are going to go out of their way to actually get the 3 points. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm not even surprised by the scoreline as well, because we were absolutely abysmal and shocking. We were shocking defensively. We were shocking in the midfield. And I'm really, really not surprised, because if you're going to beat a team like Celtic, you need to take out their midfield. Take the midfield down. If you don't, you're going to get punished. And that's exactly what happened tonight. That's exactly what transpired tonight. These guys did not even show up at all. They didn't come to the party. They decided to sit back like planks, and they got punished for it. I'm really not surprised by the scoreline. Because if you have a look at the first goal as well, where did the ball go through? It was in between Mphahlele and Matoho. Nobody communicated. So it's like, no, boom, there you go, thank you very much. Second goal, who did that ball go through? Matoho again. What was he doing? In spite of the fact that he was making some sort of mistake, he was standing there like a plank. He didn't even communicate well with his defense that, hey, there's a ball that's coming. That guy was busy standing like a plank. Boom. Sarah, 2 goals. Come the third goal. Who did that ball go through again? Matoho. What did he do? He acted like a plank again. He stood there like a plank again. He allowed the guy to actually go past him. He didn't even bother putting a foot in. Now, how are you supposed to be called an experienced defender with such a shambolic performance like that? Mind you, you actually opened the scoring for the game. You opened the scoring for the game, but you decide to play crap. How on earth does that work? I just don't understand. How on earth does that work? Where is the communication in the midfield? Where is the communication on the wing backs as well? Because here is this guy. No, not even Figizola, but Ngobeni, the left back, who gave Rama Mphahlele so much trouble. And he's been consistent even since the semi-final. This guy has been so consistent. He's just been playing his game. Even Figizola on the right back as well. He has been menacing. He's been a menace to our left back as well. We were just absolutely nowhere. Celtic, they just played their own game, and we did not manage to beat Celtic in their own game. That is what really transpired.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm feeling as disappointed as you, and upset and furious actually. I'm gonna kind of ask the same questions that I asked. You know, let's go back to the beginning of the game, just before the kickoff. What did you think of Middendorp's new, not new, I wouldn't say new, but what did you think of the way he set up the team today, bringing Rama on the right back this time, Parker starting as well, Akumu in the centre back instead of Cardozo, pushing Cardozo back into the left back position? Was that the right decision? And also the other thing of ringing, okay, he did the right thing by ringing in the changes at halftime, by taking off Rama, who was, he just made me so angry in that first half. He lost the ball so many times. He kept on also doing the same thing, running down the flank, crossing it into no man's land for nobody. he was just wasting my time. Sorry, and so what do you think of the way he set the team up? And even though Frostler came in the second half, even Sussman came on, and also the thing was we saw another absolutely shit game. Sorry, from Billiard. I've had it now with Billiard. I don't know what to say anymore because he's just there for 90 minutes and he's doing fuck all. I'm sorry. How do you feel about the way the team was set up today?
Totally wrong. Totally wrong. That's what I can put it to you, because he didn't have to start all of the guys in which he actually brought on in the second half in the game against Polokwane City. I mean, firstly, where's Kambole? He played so well in the last game. Why didn't he play in this game? That's number one. Because had Kambole played today, he would have probably played the game of his life, and he would have really performed far better than this below average Billiards that we keep on seeing. Far better than this below average Billiards that we keep on seeing. Because what Billiard did, he basically made Sami Nurkovic to actually play alone. Sami Nurkovic and Castro as well. He made them to play alone. Because why? He was not delivering any of the balls at all. He was just not up to scratch at all. Worse off, it's his birthday today. So what is he trying to prove to us here on his birthday? That I don't want to play for Kaizer Chiefs anymore. So what? Why are you on the field then?
And he's getting paid like an amazing. I don't know how much. He's probably the best paid player in the whole team. I'm sure in the whole league, right?
Yeah.
What is he giving us?
You see, let me give you some sort of revelation. Okay, let me give you some sort of revelation that might open you guys up a bit. You see, when Kama was at Mamelodi Sundowns, the reason why he was able to play so well at Mamelodi Sundowns was because of one specific player, which was Percy Tau. It's a fact. Percy Tau was able to make Kama Billiard play so well at Mamelodi Sundowns. Every time Percy Tau was not even starting or was not even available to play, Billiard would be on the bench or not even play at all. All right? So now, Billiard comes to Kaizer Chiefs. He's coming in here with this high expectation that, okay, he's going to be given the number 11 jersey and he's going to be the highest paid player. Highest paid player for what? I mean, why is it that he's the highest paid player in the league, but he keeps on giving a lackluster performance? It's really embarrassing on our part. It's really, really embarrassing. What kind of message are we trying to send to the rest of South Africa, if not the rest of the world? That our league is just a damn joke. I mean, honestly speaking, Kama Billiard, he is supposed to play the way he knows how to play. He was so effective at Ajax Cape Town. Where's the Ajax Cape Town version of Kama Billiard at Kaizer Chiefs? Non-existent. People they're coming in here and say that no, they blame the system and all that. Well, excuse me, Ernst Middendorp, when he came on board last year, in fact, in December in 2018, he implemented the exact same system that he's implementing now, and Kama Billiard was able to score. So what excuse are you trying to give us here? Kama Billiard, he is at fault for not pulling up his socks. He is at fault for not pulling up his weight. He is at fault for not showing up when he's supposed to show up, especially at a crucial stage like this. Especially at a crucial stage like this. Even Manyama as well. What is he doing? I mean, post-lockdown, he's just looking like a damn blob, for crying out loud. He looks like a blob, for crying out loud, physically. That's why he's not even able to play. Pre-lockdown, he was the fittest in the team. Fittest in the team. You come back after 5 months, you look like a damn blob. And you want to end. They actually expect us, all right, to actually give them the supports that they so needed. What were they doing? What were they doing during the lockdown? What were they doing in preparation? I mean, I'm going to say this again. Like I said last season, how you practice is how you play. If you prepare poorly, you're going to play poorly. Poor preparation leads to poor performance. And I'm not even surprised that we actually lost dismally, because I can bet my bottom dollar we actually prepared poorly. We prepared poorly.
Now, tell me, the thing is, you're talking about prep, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about prep. Is this, and
Yeah.
I'll ask you the same question that I asked Ivan.
Yeah.
Are we just going into every game now with the same game plan, the same tactics, and not setting up for certain teams? Are we just playing this one way? We're not setting up for the Bloem Celtics. We can't set up the same way we played with it, like against Polokwane and Wits, the same way even against Bloem. We need to study the way. I mean, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and bring that to the field. Are we doing that? Doesn't seem like we're doing that.
You know what? You actually asked a very, very good and solid question, because if you have a look at Bloemfontein Celtic, the way they were formed in the past 2 games. In the Nedbank Cup semi-final, they played a 4-3-3 formation. Against SuperSport United, they played 5-4-1. They were still able to knock the ball around, and they were able to be threatening, no matter what formation it was. Ernst Middendorp was supposed to study Bloemfontein Celtic. He was supposed to study Bloemfontein Celtic properly, in as far as the movement of the ball is concerned, in as far as the different channels that they use to actually distribute the ball through to their forwards in order for them to score. That is what Ernst Middendorp and Sean Bartlett should have been doing. Obviously, we don't know what is going on in our camp. We don't know what kind of analysis they are doing. But surely, if you're going to be coming into a game, you need to go in there prepared, having studied your opponent. Just because we beat Polokwane City from behind does not necessarily mean that we were going to do the same thing against Bloemfontein Celtic. Because Bloemfontein Celtic are a bunch of ballers. These are street ballers. They play street ball, bruh. Street ball like you cannot believe. The kind of football that we play in the streets. And that is what they do. They were consistent. Ernst Middendorf should have picked it up. He should have picked that up as like, oh, these guys are a bunch of street ballers. Let us find a way to actually penetrate them or actually break down their structural play. He didn't do that. And you can see that Ernst Middendorp had nothing to say. He had no response whatsoever for this game. You need to learn to study your opponents in order for you to get the right tactics, as well as get the right formation as well, and also the right players. The right players. I mean, in my view, Parker should have started from the bench because he's good at reading the game. A guy, it was good that he started, but he was just left isolated thanks to Matola. Frosler should have started because
so tell me,
we were
is
playing
this
against.
Also, let me just, because we have like about 5 minutes left. Is this kind of what we also should be doing against Stellenbosch now?
Yeah, we should. We definitely should. We need to study Stellenbosch very, very carefully, and we're gonna watch that game very, very closely so that we know who we are actually dealing with. Because Stellenbosch they're gonna be playing a totally different ball game. They want to make sure that they're going to be keeping their status in the Absa Premiership. So we need to pay close attention to how they play, because that's our next fixture. We had a perfectly good opportunity for us to actually increase our lead. And we didn't do that. We didn't do that. We really, really messed it up. And all because guys did not bother to show up at all. So, yeah, as the old cliche goes, it's back to the drawing board. But what drawing board are we going back to? What is going to be said on that drawing board? What's going to be written on that drawing board? That's the main question. And who are the right players that are going to be communicated to as far as that drawing board is concerned? Because in all honesty, I don't even know. I don't even know who is going to be who are going to be the right players that are going to be there to challenge Stellenbosch. That's just my opinion.
All right, man. And your quick.
Tougher, eh?
Sorry?
I say it's gonna get even more tougher now.
Yeah. And your man of the match. Who is your man of the match?
It's definitely Sarah. Sarah, the guy that scored the 2 goals. Yeah. No, he played very, very well. I mean, in fact, most of the players from Celtic, they could have gotten the managers of the match awards. Sarah, number 1. Got Mabena, number 2. We've got Ngobeni, number 3. We've got Figizolo, number 4. You've got Lansane Palani as well. He played very, very well. This guy is really consistent. Really, really consistent. He hardly puts a foot wrong. So, it could have gone to anyone, but I'm going to give it to Sarah. He played very well.
All right, man. Thanks, Hunter. Thanks so much for your time.
You're watching Amakosi for Live. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Amakosi for Live, and give us a like on Facebook.